It's in the game.
Matchup here with plenty of intrigue because it's the SEC versus the Big 12. Two conferences with a long history of animosity match up once again. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Crumstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this pack. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The linebacker shifting around now. Dropping back, it's McMillan. With the catch, it's Armstrong. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is a team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach, and he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Caught by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Grab behind the line. It's Davis. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, what a statement here early in the game. By going for it on 4th down, it pays off. They decide to be aggressive. They come up with a touchdown. Can't wait to see how this impacts the game after that score.
On now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. He'll hand it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. To throw, it's Van Buren. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field, so let's check this out. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's running out of time here. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. The pass knocked down by the defense, incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at 28. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good tough blend of toughness and speed.
Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kurt, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice gain.
They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. To the air, it's McMillan. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
by one of the blockers on the return team. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. Ball handed off. As the first down is still going. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, LSU.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Quick throw over the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Dropping back, it's McMillan. And this one is caught. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated.
Texas A&M 14, LSU 7.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. To see if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And he's got it at the 25. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Defense is coming after him, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Defense wraps him up after the catch when he's just short of the first down. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the scoring party now. And the defense gets above, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quick throw to the left. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here's the second down play. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line, it's Davis. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle. Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's McMillan. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Aggies pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, it's man-to-man coverage. It's pretty good coverage, but the quarterback puts the ball away from the defender near the sideline where the receiver can go over and make a play.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
It's a squib kick. Going to be fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return.
LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking downfield. It's Van Buren. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Boy, that pass rusher got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Past the 30. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end. Who lost the ball? It's a wild scramble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, they get the touchdown here, but let's circle back to the start of this drive. This is why good field position is so critical. They start this drive in good field position, and it puts the defense under immediate pressure from the start.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge game through the air.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position. First down.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
First down. Looking to throw the football. A quick throw to the right. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Aggies.
That's fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded under the up man. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. QB gets the first, now looking for more. He slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
That's reeled in. It's Hill. Finding space at the 20. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Scanning the field. It's Van Buren. Moves out of the pocket. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28.
That makes the score LSU 35, Texas A&M 28.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Has the first, still on the move. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Important second down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Van Buren. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Third down coming after that completion. They'll try to run for the first down. He shreds the tackle. Looks like LSU has the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. Touchdown, LSU. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. To the air, it's McMillan. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, the option keeper here for a big game for this Texas A&M quarterback. And reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel, who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others, going back to Bucky Richardson, Reggie McNeil. Great history and tradition in College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
The Aggies will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Big throw caught on the left side. Finding some room at the 25. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. It was there, Chris. It was the right call. It was good execution. He just dropped it. That receiver's got to do a better job of finishing the play.
The receiver makes the grab, and he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that 1st down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
And the Aggies will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Catch made on the out route. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Looking for a receiver. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 32.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The first play of the drive, they'll set up from the 13. Dropping back, it's McMillan. It's complete. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Back in motion now. Behind the line is Davis. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's a quick throw off the play fake.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed by the receiver. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. So far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far.
LSU 49, Texas A&M 35.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Design quarterback run. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. Offense building momentum on this drive. It's a first down at the 44.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the move now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point drive fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further.
LSU 49.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded by one of the up men. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Solid game, moves the ball to a 43.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He escapes the pocket. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Back to throw. It's McMillan. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Got him open. Hits him right in stride. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
Yeah, he's hustled to the line to run the hurry up. And the wideout goes in motion. Here's the target, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still no answer for this offense.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and a very quick throw.
Yeah, I mean, here we are in the fourth quarter. It makes total sense to go for this 2-point play to tie this game up. Unable to execute and get it done, so now the pressure shifts to their own defense to come up with a stop to get the ball back.
Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down here for this offense. Leaning on the run game here late. He's got the first and still going. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Hey, Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground, it's Durham. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. And here's the handoff. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Toss it to the back, running left. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job with the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.